Hi Paul, thanks again for coming back. Stanley this weekend, last game out, 132-22, tough scrappy game. What are we expecting this week?
Yeah, unfortunately I missed that one away. Kipper and obviously Martin Rodden took charge that day, and by all accounts it was a pretty fierce encounter. I think first half we did really well and we ran into a bit of a lead, and then in the second half Stanley clawed it back, going up the hill against the odds. I think this weekend Stanley have had a couple of players missing over the last few weeks, so obviously it depends what team arrives on Saturday, but if they've got a full squad and they've got a solid core, I think it'll be a really, really good game.
They're currently in 9th, 2 points behind Bradford Dudley Hill in 8th, so they're pushing for trying to sneak into that playoff spot. But we've got our own aspirations, trying to finish second if you like, but comfortable in third.
Yeah.
7 tough games to come. That's if we end up in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. We've got 5 league games, potentially 2 playoff matches. If we win all our 5 games, we give ourselves a chance of finishing second. You never know what might happen. A few big games coming up for us, more home games than away games, which is obviously a good thing. And if we finish third, again, we'll get a home spot in the playoffs. So lots to play for. Stanley, as you quite rightly said, they're just outside the playoff spots at the moment. They get a couple of wins, they could be in the mix as well. So like I said before, I think if they come down with the full team on Saturday, including the 2 big centres who score a lot of tries, the third team runs really well, we've got a very good half-back who distributes very well. I think if they all come, it'll be a really, really tough game, but I think what we've got to do is just prepare like we have done this week, which is for a tough game, we need to win the floor, we need to be stronger in defence, certainly stronger than we were against Blackpool. We need to be more aggressive, more enthusiastic, and obviously we've got to pick up a win on Saturday.
Our under-18s have now finished. They've been training with us for quite a few weeks now in the opening setup. Is there any looking to get a spot this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. There's 6 or 7 of them who could get a run out. I think this weekend we're going to put 2 of them in. These lads are representatives of Lancashire and GB. Quick, fast, big, strong, so I think they deserve a chance. We haven't touched anybody from the 18s this season. We've left them alone, and they've had a good season in the top division. So yeah, 2 of them are going to get a run out this weekend, and before the end of the season there might be a few more.
Them that don't make the first team this week will more than likely feature in our A-team game.
Yeah.
They've got a game against Wigan Bulldogs. They're riding quite high in the league, our A-team.
Yeah, they are. They're doing really well. I mean, Ryan King has done a fantastic job, and Kev Anderton as well. Well organised. I think they have 26 lads tonight to choose from for Saturday. Obviously, you can only pick 17. So some lads are going to get left out, which is unfortunate. But the 18s lads have come up. They've carried on training even though their season's finished now. They want to be part of it. They're enthusiastic, fit. I think the standard that they play at in the 18s in that kind of division is a very, very good standoff. So a very, very good standard. So you can tell. I think a lot of them have progressed this year as well under Mike and Kev's stewardship in the 18s. They've progressed skill-wise. Certainly tough lads, quick lads, strong, everything you want. So I think they'll slot into the reserves on Saturday very well.
Off the field, we've just announced over the past week or so an audience with Angela Powers.
Yeah.
It's got a few current and previous Super League stars in there. That's to raise money for Dean Barham and Adam Wilkes. How do you think we should go with that and for them going on tour?
Yeah, we've got loads of stuff coming up over the next few months. We want to raise some funds. We've got 2 lads going to South Africa. I think it's £1,400 they need to raise each, so we want to try and raise as much of that as we possibly can for them. Angela Power is obviously coming down. The Steve Prescott Foundation is something that is close to a lot of people's hearts in rugby league. And yeah, we want to raise as much money as we can. It's on a Wednesday night. I think there's some Lee Centurions players coming over, Ryan Greeley, Mickey Iron. Obviously Mickey's an ex-Leeds lad as well. And is Sam coming over as well? Is Sam Hopkins coming over?
I'm unsure about Sam, but we've got from Warrington Chris Hill and Stephen Ratchford.
Chris Hill, the league lad, so yeah.
Before that, we've got the ladies' night, which we've got some of our open age lads in there, being auctioned off to raise funds.
Yeah.
And there's a rumour that you're involved in that.
I don't think so. No. I don't think I'm a bit too old for that. I know the ladies' night is another thing, sold out, completely sold out. Again, we're trying to raise money. The girls have put a lot of hard work into that. Committee's put a lot of hard work into it. A lot of our open age lads are going to be taking part on the night. Obviously, on the ladies' night, it could be very interesting. Well, no, there's loads of things that we're doing. I think the biggest positive for me coming towards the end of the season is that a couple of things really. We've got a lot of lads training. Motivation's high, committee's working really hard, there's lots of fundraising events coming up, and we're already starting to plan for next season. You know, no matter what happens over the next few games, we're already starting to plan for next season, so it's looking really, really good.
Thanks, and see you again soon.